Hello, welcome in. Hope everyone's doing well today. Sazek, congratulations on being first. So the plan for today is to wrap up Legends ZA. I'm gonna be doing a lot of talking today, just about various things. There's a bit of a grind that I'm gonna have to do. There's a lot of just overall stuff, there to achieve. So I'm going to skip the skip the opening really and dive fully in to what we've got going for today. I left off in the Looker Bureau because with today being the last day I streamed this, it felt appropriate. This would be where I would probably spend most of my time if I was actually in this game. I did find out something last night though. Whether it would have been helpful or not, I don't know, but if you open up the help and settings, go to settings and sound, you can change the volume of the background music, sound effects, and Pokemon cries. I did not know that. Nintendo games don't normally have that. In this game in particular, I don't mind it because the music is phenomenal, but, you know. So, one of the things I did here, is I retook the picture for my profile, and it's me with Emma, because as you all know, Emma is my favorite character in this game and likely the series. I've got super high level stuff, but yeah, we've got one thing left to do in the main missions. I've already got a challenger's ticket. I did go through and do all 14 of the challenge matches and whatnot. So, reward matches, I guess. So now we've just got the one more. Versus Urbane, our rival throughout this entire game. Wow, I'm already tripping over words and I haven't even been streaming for 10 minutes. Isn't the Infinite ZA Royale awesome? I haven't had a chance for an all-out match with you since we fought to use the strongest Mega Evolution user. Fuck, I'm adorable. Watch me win. Nah, I'd win. I am, kind of wiping the floor with Greninja here. Goodra. Did you always have Goodra? Or is this new? And sending out Floette, huh? Time to use the power of our bonds with everyone in Lumios and Mega Evolve. Nah. Damn. I mean, I guess, yeah, you'd know Light of Ruin, wouldn't you? Why? What? Hold on. Did my move get off? Okay, so we've got Oblivion Wing here. No, it just dies. It's using Light of Ruin. And it just dies. What the fuck? Huh. You really are the strongest. I know I've told you already, but I'm glad we met. I couldn't have taken on the whole ZA Royale or protected Lumios if you hadn't been there. Emma is back. Let's go. We got something with Emma. Emma? Yeah, sure. It must be pretty important if you came to find me. Sorry, give me a sec here, okay? Emma, you're sure? Alright. Azu, come on, we need to make a stop at Quasartico HQ. Please tell me I see Emma in the overworld one last time. Please, 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 I want to take a picture. Well, I guess this wouldn't be an overworld, but... Thanks for coming, both of you. Just triple checking. Urbane, your jacket was a keepsake from your mom, right? Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Well, I found the person who gave it to your mom in the first place. That jacket was a gift from me. Yeah, I mean, I could have guessed that, given the knowledge that we had. She recognized the jacket. Urbane, I'm quite sure that your mother was my daughter. Huh, okay. Your mother worked to develop hologram technology, did she not? Yes, she did. Your mother and I... We disagreed over the direction in which this company was moving. She left, saying that she had her own research she wished to pursue. Yeah, she worked hard at her research, all while caring for me when I was just a kid. It was tough. I think she ended up doing work for Team Flare, or maybe getting support from Lysander. It is true that your mother's research contributed to the invention of Team Flare's hologram devices. That very same research enabled us to develop our own holotech here at Quasartico Inc. Even though she chose to walk a separate path, still we find these points of intersection. Life truly is curious at times. So Mom's hard work helped make the wild zones and everything possible. But she burned herself out doing all that. In the end, she had to go to some faraway region to try and rest. I see, and I suppose that is where she... Yeah. Who were you trying to find then? If your mother... I'm assuming your mother died. I'm assuming that's the direction they were taking this. Who have you been looking for this whole time? Hello, Acleum, by the way. I knew my mom had ties to Lumio, so I figured I'd find you, or someone who knew her here. There we go. That makes sense. But of course, our family was not originally from Lumio City. That's why it was a struggle to find any leads. Until I noticed that jacket. I couldn't be sure at first. It has certainly seen some hard days since I last seen it, and of course you added some flair of your own. That's what prompted President Jet to enlist me to do some sleuthing for her, too. At that moment, it struck me. What if President Jet and Urbane are related to and searching for one another? My daughter, your mother, did she ever speak about me? She regretted never talking to you again after she left. And she said if I ever met you, I should tell you something. Even though you and she walked different paths, there was still so much you had in common. Noticing what you shared made her life feel fuller, even after she left. Maybe especially after. If only I'd been less stubborn. If only I'd tried to reach back across that divide sooner. Please, don't be too hard on yourself. She'd be glad to know your message reached her message. She'd be glad to know her message. She'd be glad to know her message reached you, at least. Only took me 3 tries. I must ask one thing of you, Urbane. I bear a responsibility for Quasartico Inc. choosing to conceal the truth about the tower's threat from the public for so long. And so, I plan to step down as president. But the urban redevelopment plan must continue. We must make Lumio City into a place that truly belongs to both people and Pokemon. Having some continuity in the project's leadership could help the transition go a little smoother. Perhaps if someone who had been helping here already... Perhaps, if someone who had been helping already were to step into my shoes, someone who is already a leader in their own right... Wait, are you saying what I think you're saying? You want me to take your place leading Quasartico? I don't know. I mean, I guess that'd be keeping things in the family, but we only just met. You know what? Sure. I think Mom wouldn't want me to say no. Hey, you get why I have to do this, right? Of course I get it. Thank you. I mean it. You're the best. Hey, Floette. You were listening, right? I'm gonna be really busy for a while. I probably won't have time to be a good Pokemon trainer. So, you should do like AZ would have wanted. Help Azu keep Lumio safe. Thanks, Floette. Here, make good use of this, Azu. Azu, I'm so sorry to break up your team this way. It's alright. Even if we're apart for a little while, we'll always be Team MZ. I'll come say what I need to later, but could you break the news to Lita and Naveen? I'll whip up an extra special croissant curry to make it up to all of you, I promise. Nepo baby. Let's all keep doing what we can to make Lumios the best place it can be. Yeah, no, Urbane is not a great character in terms of personality. Damn it. Okay. Alright. Who's my favorite rival? In this game or in general? Because those will have two vastly different answers. In any Pokemon game. Okay. I will say, it's not any from this game. I'm thinking... Oh, what's her name? Shauna from XY. Probably. I feel like the XY group had some of the best in terms of like personality and uniqueness, because all of the other games are realistically your rival is one other character that could have been you. So they're a bit of a blank slate. I never played Black and White, so I don't know much about that group. Johto, Hoenn, Kanto. Well, Kanto is different. But Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, all of them are just the one, you know, the one that is not the one you chose, essentially. At least from my memory. Alola, I guess, had Hop. But, Hop was a bit, in my book. Sword and Shield, I never played. Scarlet Violet, I like Nimona, but she's not one of my favorites. Just because her personality is, hey, let's do battle. I want to battle you. Oh, that big, beautiful to me. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, I do think it's Shauna. Probably. I don't know. I just feel like X and Y had the, like, most variety of actual personality, as opposed to kind of blank slate, hey, I'm your rival. Oh, thank you. I did spend quite a bit of time on the aesthetics of her. So. But, we're not quite done. Look, he looks like a streamer too. Yeah, fair. Is it up at the top? No. There it is. Let us wrap up this game. So, there are two things to do. One of them, I don't know how this is gonna go. Because I'm gonna try and tell Lita and Naveen if they're here. They are, okay. Okay, so they don't really have any special dialogue. I thought it would be like they'd be sitting here, you have to come over, there'd be a cutscene that would play of you telling them, and that's it, but that's not the case. What is the case, however, is that we have one more side mission to do. And in case you're wondering, it's not on the map yet. I have to unlock it first, which means I need to find a bench. Actually, before I do that, here's a bench. Ooh, okay, that's actually a decent one. We've got to do 5 more challenge reward matches. So it's gonna be a bit of a grind situation going on. Using fire type moves. Do I have any fire type moves on my mons now? I don't. That sucks. Same with poison. So these aren't great for me. Yeah. Dark type moves, that I can work with. Yeah, team full of legendaries, yet I still use Greninja the most. By the way, this is what I would do every day off stream. Is I would do these sorts of things to farm for challenge matches. Available would be my ace. That's fair. You can get a Cleffa decently early on, if I remember correctly. I mentioned this last night to a group of friends while I was playing. But if I was in the world of Pokemon, my ace would unironically be Greninja. Like, Greninja would almost certainly be my partner. Alright. Got you over here. There we go. Manaphy, but alas. Yeah, same with me and Meloetta. In a perfect world, I would have a Meloetta, but Meloetta is a mythical Pokemon, so you're not likely to get that. Fingers for Mega Manaphy in the DLC. I'm very surprised that Xerneas and Yveltal didn't get Mega Forms. Obviously, they're already legendaries, but it felt right for all of the, like, box art legendaries for the region to get, you know, the unique form. They would. I'm not saying they wouldn't, but I'm just saying that, like, it's the sort of thing where it would have made sense to me. I mean, Zygarde got a Mega Evolution, which, you know, makes sense. I just unironically expected Xerneas and Yveltal to get them too. I hate that I can't just use the full restore. Come on, turn around. Thank you. There's your Clefable. And your Clefable is dead. I really have phenomenal type matchups on this team. Oh, I thought I got them all. I missed one. Okay. Damn it. I was not caught off guard. Fuck you, game. Made me love it. Fair enough. I know that it's a popular Pokemon for a reason. It's the little gremlin. Invisible and jump scare plans to him up. He's so annoying and I love it. Yeah. Rosary. There we go. I don't know. All right. I still need to find. That one's good. I'm trying to find one of the big challenges. And by big challenges, there are some of these challenge cards that will give you like 20,000 for completing them. And I'm just trying to find one of those. Not that I have much time left. Or, yeah, you know, whatever. Get over here, Lucario. Perfect. I really like what Future Sight is in this game. Essentially, Future Sight, it puts an area on the ground. You'll see it for a moment. And after a couple seconds, it will rain down like a psychic type attack. So it is just a delayed attack. Which is just awesome to me. Let's see, I might want to focus on grabbing flying. Not seeing anyone else. Moves in this game. Oh yeah, 100%. There was a side challenge, side mission, that was really annoying because you had to, hold on. Wrong one. Oh well. You had to do 10 fights in a row without healing, essentially. And I got really good at, the start of the fight. And one of the things that you could do is there was a Pokemon that would always lead with Wild Charge if I had my Greninja out. Wild Charge, being an electric type move, does a shit ton of damage. And so what I did is I would go to the back of the court. It was a Pyroar that used it too. So it was a fire type. I would go to the back of the court while they were switching in Pyroar. And I would use Water Shuriken. And as Wild Charge was going off, it didn't hit me because I was far enough back where I could kill it before it could hit me. Yeah, see? This. Do I have any electric type moves? I do not, so I'm not going to bother taking this. Because I also don't have enough time to really worry about it on top of, you know, how many points I currently have. I don't know how many points I have offhand. So I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to focus on clearing this one. Oh, yeah, no, 100%, which is amazing. Because it literally just is your character calling out moves on the battlefield. That's all it is. And, like, Water Shuriken actually feels like a good move in this one. Because the cooldown is very short. The startup time is very short. You get a ton of damage outright, like, really quickly. Just stuff like that. What are you giving me? Okay, I need to find one more. It's also great because one of the things I started doing was heal scumming some fights that were just annoying. Oh, I so wish they did too. That is one of my major issues with this game, is that the 2 fossil Pokemon from this region didn't get Mega Evolutions. Like, Aurorus was the one member of my team for the longest time that did not have a Mega Evolution. Really? Dinosaurs. Alright. Who do I start with? Which member of my team do I start this next battle with? AG Slash didn't get anything. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised too at that. You know what? I'll do Zygarde for the sake of showing off its Mega Evolution, possibly. How its Mega Evolution works, I guess. Oh, Ivor. Was Prism Tower the reason why wild Pokemon started flocking to Lumiose in the first place? Yes. Yes, it was. Also, I currently have Zygarde in dog form. I can swap between dog and snake. Yeah, when you get below 50% health, you transform, and then can Mega Evolve. Like, you can't Mega Evolve in the other form, which is interesting. I am the gym leader. This isn't even the Mega Evolution. This is just its base form. Oh, I flinched. That's what happens there. Okay. And Mega Evolution time. So you noticed Core Enforcer was my top move, right? Now it is Nihilite. And it's just a giant fucking cannon. To be fair, I don't spend too much time thinking about special versus physical attack, other than when I'm choosing the moves to put on the Mon. So I just kind of use whatever I have at my disposal. So yeah. So in actual battle, it doesn't really change anything for me. Not particularly, Akliam, solely because, like I said, it's only when I'm choosing the moves to put on the Mon, which means that the moves that I put on the Mon are already useful to them on. I wasn't looking there. And when it comes to actual battle, I literally just use either what's super effective or just what's available. So, like, knowing that it changes to a special attacker, which I wasn't aware of, to be fair, wouldn't really change my playstyle at all. I just kind of click the buttons that seem like they work the best. That's still that one. Okay. That's slightly annoying, but okay. I had two people looking at me at once. Because that is the one thing that I know I'm not super efficient on battling. I focus a lot more on tight matchups than stats. Just that's how I play. That's how I've always played, really. My last battle for this night. Oh, Greninja's level 100. Nice. This is what this stream is gonna be, by the way. This is the rest of the game. Oh yeah, also I caught another shiny Pokemon. I got a shiny Budew last night. Don't know. Anyway. Super effective hits with dragon type moves. Dragon type isn't super effective against you, but I can start with using dragon type moves. Damn. You got sturdy. Let's see, that's ghost type. Okay. Super effective moves, doesn't matter what type. Okay. That is a water type. So, let's do this. Floette, that was not what I wanted you to do. Hide behind the boxes. Let's see. Alright, alright. 13 more. Now, down here would be good for grabbing these cards. I just need you to turn around. You don't turn around, do you? Fine. Greninja? Bruh. I will say Water Shuriken is not great for the starting move, because it only counts the first hit, because it goes into the cutscene afterwards. Alright. Fuck it, I'll grab this. What is Dragon type super effective against, other than just Dragon? Anything? No. Okay. So, land super effective moves on dragon types is not a great one to use. Or not a great one to have. Because essentially you would need to be lucky enough to find dragon type trainers in here. Let's go to this one for now. Just to get out of this loop of I've defeated all these trainers. Alright. We've got 6,000 more. So... literally just doing one challenge and then facing two is the best bet here. You're gonna use Explosion. Yep. Garbodor always comes with Explosion in this game, I found. Oh yeah, the other thing. When I choose Pokemon moves for Pokemon, I also always keep the unique moves if they have them. Which means, like, Zygarde's moveset I'm not changing anyway. Because all of them are unique moves. Like I said, they always come with Explosion. Alright. And with that, we got enough for another ticket. Which we now go over here. Kill as fast as possible. Pretty much every NPC that has a Garbodor has done that. Unless it was their last Pokemon, in which case they'll never use Explosion or Self-Destruct or anything like that. Steel type. Okay. Probably swap over to Greninja as soon as possible. Yes, definitely. And last one. Sorry, I heavy vibe to the trainer music in XY. Yep. Makes sense. Also, I'm rich, if you couldn't tell. Like, farming this gives you so much money. And we go back. Let's go over to this one, actually. That is not the right... I am dumb. I opened using the wrong mon. I thought I was hovered over Lucario. I was not. Ooh. I don't have any fire type moves on me. But alright. We can keep that up. That'll be 20,000 points, and that'll skip us right ahead. And stuff. That's why I tend to focus on getting the 20k ones first. Then going through and, you know, focusing on others. Delphox, get over here. Perfect. See, because now we're at 7. We just need 3 more. And that'll get us 20,000 points, which is a shit ton for something like this. And the big thing is just needing to do it before... before day hits. Is fire even gonna work on you? It is. And one more. This is the sort of thing where it's like, I've gotten like a system going on here where, like, I'll go through an area, and if I find I need to double back for a decent length of time, I just swap to a new zone. You know what? Fuck it. And there's our last one. And we got 20,000 points for that. See, shoots you right up. The cool thing about this one is even if it doesn't deal any damage, it still counts as, it still counts as starting the fight with the type. Which is awesome. Okay, come on. And you're in. Awesome. There we go. I'm dumb. I clicked the wrong button. Doesn't matter anyway. Alright. Oh, also, happy Halloween, by the way. Didn't mention that earlier, but happy Halloween. I'm not really doing anything for it, obviously. Otherwise, I would be in, like, a different outfit or have a hat or something. But yeah, happy Halloween. Yippee. Let's start with Flowout again. You need levels. Who am I facing? Just Synth, of fucking course. The fairy type user. Again, I should have just kept Lucario out. I need to learn from this. I just need to keep Lucario out at all times. Also, can I just say, I fucking hate Jacynth. She is my least favorite character in this game. Her theme is fantastic. But I cannot stand her character. And the worst part is, you're gonna see a lot more of her today. I won't explain it just yet, but if you stick around, you'll see exactly what I mean. Fair enough. Probably bad idea, but it all works out. I can't stand her. She's so frickin' annoying. Alright. 2 more. We need to do 2 more of these. I'll just walk out the front, because I think it's almost daytime. Kind of. I'll do it. I'll do just some battles, as opposed to, like, going for any of the big tickets or anything like that. Yeah. Makes sense. I was not caught off guard. I was staring right at you. I was literally waiting for you to start battling me. This game sometimes just frustrates me. It's like, I know that they're the one who started the battle. I literally stood there in front of them for like 5 seconds. But yeah, no, one of the big things with this is, obviously, if you know me, or you've heard me talk about this before, probably, but I don't like grinding in games. It's why I don't like typical RPGs. Even to the point of Pokemon being a bit of a mixed bag. I'll beat my head against the wall at a gym, even if I'm underleveled. But most of the times I'm not, because, especially more recent games, they just level the hell out of you and give you everything you need, so if you at least know your type chart, you'll be absolutely fine. In fact, you'll, like, wipe things if you know the type chart. But, yeah, this in particular, having to grind out these challenge tickets is my biggest gripe with this game. It's very frustrating to me because, like, it's hitting that spot in my brain where I'm like, I'm getting bored of these battles because you have to do them so much. Like, don't get me wrong, they're fun. But it's just, they're getting old because I'm being forced to, like, do nothing but this for hours at a time. I don't know. That's specifically why I don't like grinding in games. Is because when you do the same thing over and over again, it starts to get repetitive and boring. But apart from that, I have thoroughly enjoyed the shit out of this game. Like, the main story is probably one of my favorites that the Pokemon series has put out in a long while. And the fact that the grind really isn't a thing until like post game is pretty good. Because, like, I didn't have to really grind for this at all. It was more so because because of how I decided I wanted to stream this game, that caused me to have to grind off stream. I blitzed through the story, so I didn't do a lot of exploration. But if I had just, like, for example, I've watched a decent amount, not a lot, but a decent amount of Tsunomaki Watame playing this game. And she'll hold off on doing the Challenger's ticket. Like, she'll get a Challenger's ticket and just kind of keep battling for the sake of it because she's there. And, like, she'll hold off on doing main story and stuff like that. And it's just the sort of thing where, like, if I had done that, where I spent a lot more time exploring, doing the side missions on stream and stuff like that, I'd get a lot more day-night cycles going through, and I'd be able to get the Challenger's tickets naturally, as opposed to having to farm for them in, like, one night. But that's just the nature of my way of playing, or my way of streaming, at least. I probably would have been fine with that if I had played the entire game off stream. But it's just one of those things where it's, I don't know. I'm not blaming the game for most of this. I blame the game for this last section where you kind of need to farm out 20 of these Challengers tickets. But, like, for the majority of the game, it wasn't an issue. It was self-inflicted from that standpoint. But this end section is just absolutely... They probably expect you to have not done all of the side quests at this point and be like, okay, while you're doing the side quests, here's something for you to do during the day-night cycle. But in that case, it would be self-inflicted again. So it really is just having to do a lot with how I play this game specifically. That's causing these issues later on. Also, you're kind of seeing I'm already running into, like, repeat NPCs. Where it's the same set of Pokemon. And so that's not helping with the very repetitive nature of it. But we're getting close to it. We're getting close to the end here. Like, here's the Honage trainer again. I have no clue if that counts for landing hits, but... If it says 4, it does count. It says 3, it did not. It says 3, so it does not count. Interesting. Alright, so we need 10k more. I don't have any normal type moves, unfortunately, for that one. Same thing. Did you get it off? I don't think you got it off. I am dumb. Perfect. Don't have any rock type moves on my team currently. There we go. Now this one, theoretically, should wrap up my my challenge ticket here. So that'll give me an extra 5,000 on top of the 2,500. For a perfect 50k. No, I'm gonna be automatically healed when I join this fight. Now this is, what, 19? Is this the 19th? Or the 20th? I don't know anymore. And I'm keeping I'm keeping out Lucario this time. Not the worst, but could definitely be better. Actually, wait, no, this might actually be perfect. No, maybe. Yeah, we're fine. Damn, okay. Our dragon type. Let's throw in Xerneas. I freaking love having the quick claw. I hope when the DLC comes out, we get some new animations for a protagonist that we can choose between. $19. We need one more. This is freaking exhausting. Any other tickets I can grab before I'm seen? Hello. Yep. Yep, this is the last one I have to do. Then I have to do the same thing pretty much. The last side quest is gonna be really annoying. I'm just saying it right now. And it's going to be me using Lucario for all of it. I will say this is going quicker than I was expecting, but slower than I was hoping. Yeah, what do you want to give me? Iron, okay. Okay, see, two tickets there. One. Ooh. Ooh, that's actually really good. Hold on. I don't have any poison. Hold on. You. Do you learn any poison moves? No. Okay. Well, I do, however, want to teach you Moonblast. I doubt you would be able to. No. You know Gunk Shot. Yeah, for now I'll replace Shadow Sneak on you. Oh, let me do this one first. Ah, that wasn't a plus move. I'm dumb. Didn't. Oh, Earthquake doesn't have a plus move. Damn it. Fuck. I got nothing out of that one. What? Let's come up here. This is going to be very, very scuff. Okay, fuck it. We're Mega Evolving you, so you can deal with this with just the one move, as opposed to trying to do a do Water Shuriken on its own. Wouldn't likely kill with it. Although it was just deal super effective. Do still need to do some gunk shot with you though. Okay. Gotta wait. What's that? There we go. Because that 20,000 would, like, solve the issue right then and there. So I just need to focus on that. Focus on killing with gunk shot here. Okay, that's 2 more. You know, Gunk Shot's actually a pretty decent move. It says it has a long cooldown, but it really doesn't. There we go. That's 5. Actually, I might be able to do it without. Fuck it. I have to do it anyway. Poison doesn't damage you at all. I'm not even gonna try attacking you with it. Because you have all steel types, and that wouldn't do anything for me. Oh, damn, that kills. Okay. Alright. 4 more will do it. was not caught off guard. Let me in. Let me in. There we go. Honestly, 2 more and we can just clear it. So like 1 more battle of making sure that I can kill with a gunk shot. Hello. I was not caught fucking off guard. I was in the middle of an animation for attacking you. Perfect. There we go. That's enough. Holy shit. Alright, Greninja, you MVP. Let's get in there. Please have me fight Zack again. That would be so funny. It's Vinny. I suppose this is the first time we faced each other on equal footing as participants. Yes, indeed, it has. It is. Alright. Here we go. You know, his Mega Evolution animation reminds me of Full Metal Alchemist. And there we go. But if I go home having lost my daughter, will be unhappy with me. He has a daughter. He has a family. I mean, to be expected. He's very husband material. Yippee. And we now have access to the last side mission in the game. Greetings, I've been expecting you. Lady Jacinth is waiting for you. Please come to the Society of Battle Connoisseurs battling area. My dear Azu, you have my sincerest thanks for requesting the Infinite ZA Royale to be held on as your reward for reaching rank A. In fact, it delighted me so much that I decided to hold a tournament of my own. It is called Le Super Tournoi de Jacinto. I don't know French. Care to guess what the O stands for? Only? Correct! Splendid! Yep. It is literally facing her multiple times in a row. No matter how many battles you win, your next opponent will always be me. Furthermore, you may face me as many times as you like, whether or not you manage to win the entire tournament. So, do you understand now? Oh, of course. Oh, using an O in your reply. How clever of you. Now let us begin. I'm certain you will fully appreciate my brilliance once you experience it. Let the tournament begin. Tournament for me. I can't stand her character. She's the most annoying character in this game to me. I get that there are a bunch of people who simp over her, but like, it's just, I can't get behind it. It's not my thing. She annoys the hell out of me. Music is a banger though. Should really do Aura Sphere first. The agony of defeat is nothing compared to the joy of witnessing such a magnificent might. Allow me to heal your Pokemon. Thank you, because it's just going to be a repeat of the last fight. That's literally all this is. It's the exact same fight multiple times in a row. Really? Send this question. Yeah. I guess the levels go up. That's probably the explanation. I went a bit early on it, but it's fine. I'm just gonna rip it. Fine, fuck you. Gonna light a ruin your ass. This is the end of the game. You unlock this by doing stuff after all of the other missions are done. Like, that is how far this is. Yeah, it very much so is. I'm sorry, Floette. Okay, we're good. Floette didn't die. I'm happy. It's not if you have really high level Pokemon and you know the type matchup of Steel beats Fairy. I'm just waiting for the DLC to add more stuff at this point. Like, the side quest where you had to do the 10 battles in a row without healing was much more difficult than this. I wish I had recorded it, but I didn't. And that's all of them. Congratulations, you are the champion of the tournament. Now to the victor goes the grandest prize of all. Which is... the right to battle me at any time forever. Laban in the back. Congratulations, from the bottom of my heart, I commend your victory. That's the side mission. That's it. And you get 30 luxury balls for it. Yep, that is absolutely everything in the game done. I've got nothing else. So, we've reached the end of this. Oops. Wrong button. And go over here. So, this is it. Okay, everyone stop falling asleep. This is the team. This is the crew that carried me throughout this entire game. I say carried me. I mean, obviously, I didn't get Zygarde or Floette at the start of the game, but they're the ones who stuck around. They're the very important ones. But Delphox, Lucario, Greninja, and Gardevoir are the ones that really carried me through this entire story. Because I didn't get any of the legendaries until after the game was done, essentially. It doesn't let you.
Drink water, you dehydrated bitch!
Will do, thank you, Saza. That's filters. This is the crew. I wish I could get them all closer, but... and they all sleep. But yeah. Hi, Zygarde. This has been a lot of fun. And each of these mons are really... You good over there, Lucario? A lot of these mons mean a lot to me. I've mentioned before that I get very emotionally attached to my Pokemon in each of these games. Lucario, look at me. Thank you. Now get out of the way of Delphox, please. Thank you. But We're not quite done. Oh, experience gained. Can't sit on the benches or the chairs or anything, unfortunately, but... I will wait here until morning. This has been Pokemon Legends ZA. All the way through. I love this game so damn much. You know, I've mentioned this before multiple times. I played X and Y growing up when it first came out, 2013. I say growing up, I was, you know, already nearly a teenager at that point. It was the first Pokemon game that I ever cleared. Like, the first time I beat the Elite Four, I have this distinct memory of I tried so many times to beat the Elite Four. It took me like 15 tries to finally get it. And even then, Diantha took 3. And it's just... I have very distinct memories of that game. I remember my first run-in with Xerneas. I remember standing in the palace with Shauna. I remember dealing with Emma's story for the first time. It was something that meant a lot to me then, and it means a lot to me now. Pokemon X was one of the games that really stuck out to me. I couldn't tell you why. Couldn't tell you how it happened. But I played that game so much. Well, actually, let me get out of this because I don't think time moves while I'm on that screen. It really means a lot to me. And to come back to Kalos in 2025... it's really something that is so difficult to put into words. And so I won't. Because I don't have the words. But this game is so important to me. This game feels like they took everything that was X and Y and they said, let's not make the same mistakes twice. Let's fix what was broke. Let's break the world again. But this time, make it feel important. Because that was the biggest issue that people had with X and Y, was there was so much that just didn't work properly. So this game closed so many doors that were open in X and Y. Closed so many plots that were left open. Kind of bearing the torch to the next generation of Pokemon. And I really could not be happier at this experience. I know this game has gotten a lot of flack, but this is genuinely my favorite Pokemon game of all time. So as the sun rises on a new day, so too must we move on to our next adventure. We may have lost AZ in the process, but this was a fantastic game. I can see myself coming back to this on the regular. So with that, I say thank you, everybody, so much for coming by. Hope you all have a wonderful time zone. Make sure to take care of yourself, drink some water, get some rest, all that good stuff. And I'll see you next time. Bwop.